Hulk Hogan that died in threes, right? So the guy from the Cosby Show, Hulk Hogan.
Malcolm Jamal Warner drowns.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne dies because, he lived the Ozzy Osbourne life.
Ozzy Osbourne, you're kind of like, yeah, that makes sense. He's a little older, lived a rough life. Hulk Hogan surprised me.
Yeah,
Malcolm Jamal Warner, what sucks for him is 2 more famous people died at the same time.
Yeah.
So no one's really talking about him. That's the bummer.
I bet he doesn't care, though, because he's dead. You know what I'm saying?
His family's probably like, what up?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan?
and that's kind of the nature of fame. But look, he was bigger than life, Hulk Hogan. That video that we're about to watch.
I haven't seen it. What is this, Jim?
Okay, watch.
It says video footage of Hulk Hogan's final appearance has been found. This is a day or before his passing. Now, apparently he got a surgery done, right?
Yeah. He had his back worked on.
Let me see.
And then, but let's see here.
Brother, good to see you.
Man, I need to take a nap, bro. I need to take a nap. I am worn out from LA to New York City. You still treat me like I'm the champ here, brother. I am totally worn out.
Well, you got a lot going on. There's Flow Wrestling. You got the beer that's obviously crushing. People are going. I saw the lines when you're doing like the promo runs. The fans came out to support the beer. The launch was great. And then obviously this.
Yes, he was launching a beer. But do you know what he was doing here? He was launching a flow grappling, like real wrestlers, and he was gonna. It was gonna be a professional, actual wrestling league, like a jiu-jitsu thing, but it's for wrestling.
For like straight American
wrestling, yeah.
Not WWE wrestling.
It was real wrestling. And he was going to be sort of like, I guess, the face of it. That beard is interesting. That's a dye job, but it looks it doesn't look terrible on him.
He looks like the NWA Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is a day before he died?
No, it's not. This is actually from May.
Oh, okay.
It's actually from May. I guess he had an operation, and I heard his trachea collapsed. I don't know. At the end of the day, what's interesting about this is that he's 71, and you can have a compromise in your arterial branch. You can have an aneurysm that you don't pick up. You can pick it up on a sonogram if you're good. But overall, your vitals can look totally normal, and then boom, it just breaks.
Cardiac arrest.
Yeah, something happens. There's something wrong with the machinery. And look, man, you know how big he was in his prime? You ever look at the stats?
What you mean size-wise?
6'7", 320. Large.
He's not 6'7".
Well, you might have seen him now that his spine is completely shrunk.
Yeah, I think he's got a few inches because when I met him, he was on heels.
Yeah.
He's my height.
Yeah. Because
he's had all that surgery too.
Yeah, but he shrunk. But when he was younger, 6'7", he was a tall man.
There you go. From numerous surgeries due to wrestling, he's now closer to 6'4". Yeah, like I told you, he's my height, and he had heels on.
Yep. And then all the surgeries, but he also did all the steroids for 13 years or more. And I think that probably back then when they were doing all that stuff, that puts a strain on your heart.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
Big dogs, plus you're adding
Hulk Hogan was so massive. What's weird to me is the people that are like, good riddance. And all. It's like, get the fuck out of the left. It's like, get
one of the great Americans.
Probably one of the most recognizable Americans
awesome.
ever.
Also, how about this?
But also one of the most recognizable names ever.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
And a great entertainer. And like, what are you talking about? He said some racist stuff, I guess. Like he got caught on a hot mic saying something.
Yeah, shit happens.
He's not.
That doesn't mean he's some KKK
doesn't
member.
Mean he's a bad. He wasn't saying.
Or that Trump's.
I didn't know what he said.
Or that trumps his entire career.
Right.
And remember,
he might have slipped up with some words.
But that should define him. That's crazy.
It should not.
That's fucking stupid.
No. Wait, let me see that.
I remember he said the N-word, so that was one thing.
He comes from a generation where
But this is obviously an article.
You get these assholes who write this stuff, and they have no respect for somebody who lived a life, their family. And all you can do is like he dies, and you still got to kick him when he's down. When he brought
but those people don't matter. The reason I'm writing this article is Hulk Hogan did more in a fraction of his life than this guy's whoever wrote this article that they've ever done.
They're a piece of shit journalist, activist. I mean, at the end of the day, but. I'm not saying I condone what he said. If he said it, I don't know what he said. I don't know. I didn't know about that stuff until he died. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. That he had said some shit. I didn't know that.
But who gives a fuck?
Right.
Who cares?
He was a complicated man.
That doesn't trump what he's built.
There was
in his
a lot
career.
of good about the guy. Let's put it that way.
Now it's different obviously what OJ did is going to trump his football resume.
Yeah.
But with this,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know what he said, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to. He was bigger than life, and unbelievable.
Yeah, people make mistakes. I don't think he was putting up tiki torches and burning.
I would say this: all of us say a lot of stuff we don't mean, so that's what it is.
Yeah, it shouldn't define a once in a generation superstar like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he used some racial slurs to describe his daughter's black ex-boyfriend. All right.
Okay.
I'm a racist to a point, Hogan said before adding the slur against black people.
Was he born in the 50s?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Oh, so that makes him some terrible human being?
Yeah.
He probably learned from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks he died. He was surprising. And then Ozzy, not so much. But Ozzy just performed like 2 weeks ago.
Well, so I kind of looked at how many of these pro wrestlers haven't made it to 50. It's pretty alarming. There's something about that sport, and
it's so hard on their body.
Yeah, man,
it's so hard.
A lot of these guys, they're doing a lot of roids, and they're not really with a doctor.
I don't know if we can chalk it up to roids. It's just they do so much with their body.
Well, there's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of tranquilizers.
A lot of painkillers. Yeah, don't say tranquilizers.
And then there's a lot of steroids and stuff like that. And then
bring up how many WWE guys died before 50.
It's crazy.
WWE specifically or pro wrestlers?
Ones. A lot of famous
Sure, pro wrestlers.
But some of them, like some of it's suicide, some of it's murder.
Well, that doesn't count then.
No. But a lot of heart attacks. A lot of
not before 40s.
I think you said 40s.
Before 50.
At least 24. Yeah, it's a lot. Dorian Yates was saying that. Dorian Yates was saying, I know so many people that I worked
over
out.
480 have died before the age of 50.
Jesus. Yeah.
Andre the Giant, yeah. Bam Bam Bigelow, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero. Obviously, they had their issues.
I mean, Randy
Savage. Damn. Yeah, because they go hard in the paint.
They go hard in the paint.
Andy Kaufman doesn't really count, right?
Andy Kaufman. Ashley, she died at 39. Who else? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're burnt hard from both ends. And then also the amount of wear and tear on your body doing that sport's insane.
It's a lot.
They're on the road 300 days.
Kurt Angle told me that he was, Olympic wrestler, gold medalist.
Oh, yeah.
He said he had broken his neck. He said all my injuries, so many of my injuries came from pro wrestling, not from wrestling.
Of course.
It was like his neck was broke. All the shit was going on. And having to stay that big all the time, that's also hard on your body. And then
you should probably have to look at CTE, like with China and shit. That was a sad story.
Yeah, that was sad. But,
Man, there's a lot of them.
I mean, look at that shit. They're also giant men, so I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah, there's not too many guys who are small who get into WWE.
Yeah. And they're so big, but they're probably doing an irresponsible amount of crazy, the big steroids like Tren and stuff. And I think
Deck and shit.
That works wonders on your heart there. Man, oh man. Look at that. Fuck.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Isn't that crazy?
A lot of guys.
It's a crazy stat. It really is a crazy stat.
But Chin, do me a favor. Mm-hmm. How many NFL players died before 50? I mean, obviously there's more guys. There's more guys
in the NFL,
yeah,
right?
But still.
Yeah.